22 years ago, you killed my father and my family. Now you've returned to sell out your race and your pride. Death's cold embrace would be too good for traitorous scum like you. I condemn you to living hell for all eternity. Damnare! Tal Gardala! Dul Infernus! Evernull!
Guess what, guys? I've come up with the funniest joke, and I do it to Thrall every single morning. Wake up, Thrall. How you doing, man? How you doing? Well, guess what? Times change, and we will never be slaves. Get up, man. Get up. You can go. That's a fucking joke, you idiot. We've had a Lich King that raised undead and erased kingdoms. We've had a dragon that raises sea levels and an annoying hatchling of a fucking sun. But ask yourself, what's missing from that equation, my friends? Have we ever had a Lord raise a brewery before? Say goodbye, Gul'dan, because your fellweed slinging days are over. There's a new sheriff in town and he doesn't sell orcs the juices of demons, but rather the juices of manliness. And that may sound extremely gay, but it is only fermented ale, and Gramash fucking hates it.
You get out! And that goes for anyone else who wants to drink that poison!
Now let me start off by saying, Lieutenant Blackmore is one of the most compelling villains in all of Warcraft. And you may say to yourself, but why? Well, listen up. He doesn't revolve around creating spectacles like blowing up Teldrassil and having no consequences whatsoever for it. Because in Blackmore's story, his legacy has a haunting effect on all of the characters involved. Blackmore is a violent disciplinarian who will punish Thrall for any failure caused in the fighting pits. He may earn gold, but Thrall earns combat skills. And why is this important? Because it mirrors Blackmore's own determination. Blackmore is a traitor's son. His father was executed. He's been shunned his life. So this form of tough love is not like Uther and Arthas. It's a lot less holy. But Thrall earns his power through this. Does Blackmore have any interesting spells like Banshee flying and domination magic? No, he's very vulnerable. The irony of Blackmore's character is that he seeks control and obedience from others, but he cannot even control himself. He's a violent alcoholic. It brings out a vicious and repressed anger, which makes him a completely different person. He may be kind when he's not drunk, but he's always drunk. And you know, he's slowly pedaling down that path worse and worse. And that repulses Thrall. It makes Thrall become a better person because of it, because he doesn't want to become a tyrant like Blackmore. Now listen in. Blackmore and Taretha is actually a very sad tragedy. It's known that she is his concubine, and it's insinuated that it's done against her will, which is extremely dark. But it's good writing, because her role is paramount to Thrall's development, showing that not all of humanity is evil, and that she is very much suffering under Blackmore's tyranny. Now the last point I wanted to touch on is Blackmore being a master manipulator. He's won the loyalty of Captain Scarlock, a Silver Hand paladin, and if you know anything about the Silver Hand, they're extremely virtuous. And in the games, and before you say, but he's not in the games. Well, listen up, motherfucker. He is. It's just this game series was cancelled. He's a bit more different. He's a bit more wild. He's a bit more wacky. And that doesn't stop him from giving Thrall the smacky. I'm no rapper, but somehow I made that all rhyme. His whole point in the game series is he's masterminding his next global domination plan. By teaching the savage Thrall the ways of human thinking, he's gonna weaken the orcs by making them all drunks, by selling all the drinks to his fucking dealers, Rend and Maim Blackhand. And yes, that's his plan. Free drinks and make Thrall war chief.
More drink.
It's quite literally a mastermind idea. If you're wondering what happens next, well, Thrall fucking damn nares them and banishes them to another dimension of hell. Blackmore is slightly different. Thrall fucking mercifully spares him, but then Blackmore tries to stab him in the back, and Grommash fucking tomahawks him and sends him flying over the edge of a fucking cliff. This is cool shit. Now in the books, Blackmore takes a very nihilistic approach. He beheads Taretha in front of fucking Thrall, and if you know anything, Taretha was literally the only human that Thrall liked. Obviously this has a scarring effect. Durnhold is absolutely destroyed. Thrall mercifully lets out Blackmore's troops and then fucking kills Blackmore. A great villain makes a great hero, and at the cost of great sacrifices being made, i.e. Taretha. Thrall would not have liberated the slave camps or become war chief if it was not for Blackmore. His level-headedness is a result of not wanting to become a tyrant. He shows compassion to humans who aren't hostile because of Taretha. The fact that Blackmore doesn't make an appearance in game and yet still is mentioned is awesome. I'm glad Blizzard haven't touched him because they're probably gonna find a way to retcon him and make him terrible. Anyways, that's the end of the video, lads. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, see you next time.